You were saying, Andy, your father gave you a film about prime numbers?
Yeah, my dad gave me a DVD about mathematics, several different things about math, and part of it was about prime numbers. So I started writing down some notes and stuff like that, and then I got home later on, and I started to see and found out that every single prime number, one in my book's prime, and then 2, 3, 4, 5 is a prime number. 7 is prime. 11 is prime. 13, 17, 19, 23 was prime. I'm not sure. But then it starts skipping notes, but every time a prime number falls, always falls on the notes C, F, G, and B. I wrote out the math. It took me a year to write it all out. I wanted to get to a certain point. And so I'm working this out just because this is what I like to do in my spare time. I'm talking to a friend of
Solve
mine.
prime numbers.
Yeah, so I'm talking to
time.
a friend of mine. I'm showing him this stuff, and he says, "You ever thought about prime numbers?" I says, "Well, funny you should bring that up. I've been working on prime numbers." And he tells me there's $1 million prize out there for the first person to figure out prime numbers. I had already figured out before I knew that this $1 million prize was out there. So I started looking. It's called the Clay Institute has what they call Millennium Prizes, and I believe there's 21 of them for the 21 unanswered mathematical problems of all times. One of them is this thing called Riemann's hypothesis, all about prime numbers. And the mathematicians seem to believe it's true, but nobody's ever able to prove it true or false. I had this whole prime number thing figured out before I knew that there's $1 million prize out there. So I'm calling over to the college. I was telling you earlier how I called the colleges. I said they figured out prime numbers. And who the hell are you? Well, nobody. But I know how it works. It's like,
Wow. Can you explain a little bit more about how it works or anything like that? Or is it just...
in 25 words or less.
or more?
There's just patterns, and as I had figured out all of the music in mathematical patterns and stuff, and you could see there's a way to figure a number into a note and a note back into a number. It's secret,
Wow.
though. I can't tell you.
Right on.
You're a good friend and stuff like that.
Right on.
You're filming this, so maybe I can turn it off and put,
Okay.
after the battery wears out. I'm sure you're not filming me. I'll tell you how that works. But
Okay, here I go. I'm turning it off. Sorry, YouTube. Here I go. I'm getting the secret to the universe.